Right, what's up guys? How are you doing? So I've been playing the finals from since closed beta. So I've been playing it every single beta that was out, to be honest. I've been playing it non-stop. And I just want to give a little bit of thoughts and just a little bit of a review. And yeah, I've been enjoying it. I'm telling you, I've been enjoying it. It's one of my favorite games to play right now, and I've been waiting from beta to beta to beta to actually play it. And I'm so glad actually. And I gotta say that the game reminds me a lot of Team Fortress 2, the healing beam, the turret, the heavy, the flamethrower. It just gives me that kind of vibes. But obviously, the destruction obviously is reminiscence of the Battlefield franchise, and that's obvious seeing that these guys are actually from the Battlefield franchise, ex devs from the Battlefield franchise actually creating this game. So it's actually pretty nice to see we getting like a different Battlefield without being Battlefield, because it has that same feeling, and obviously Battlefield players are actually going to love it, and no doubt Call of Duty players are going to love it also because of the whole movement and stuff. When it comes to gameplay mechanics, there is light, there's heavy, and there is medium. I tend to go with medium because the HP is pretty good, the movement is pretty there. Light build is mainly for movement. You have a little bit of invisibility. That's why I talk about the Team Fortress, where you can backstab and all these things like a spy or something. Um, that actually works out pretty fun. It's one of the most fun builds, I would say, in the game. When it comes to balance, none of the builds really feel that imbalanced, to be honest. Being invisible has its perks to it. It's obviously it's going to be something that is overpowered if you're not waiting for it, as always. And there's counter to it, so there's like this radar thing that you can throw radar grenades or whatever they call it, where it will spot the person through the wall, and so invisibility is not going to be a problem. When it comes to the RPG, that RPG is usually one shot in almost every game, but sometimes you don't get one shot by it, but it feels kind of annoying sometimes dealing with the heavy, but they don't really have any movement, so it kind of pans out a bit okay, because when it comes to like killing the heavy, and he has to like spawn back, and he has to walk right away from the other side of the map. It's very annoying, other than killing a light, where he actually has grappling hook and he has dashes as his ability, and the medic actually has zip lines and has jump pads, so they actually can move fast. So everything feels a bit balanced. They added 3 new guns in the game, and to be honest, they had worse than the rest guns. They added scopes, where it looks like they didn't want to add scope. They just listened to the feedback of the people who played the game, and just realized that they should add scopes, but it didn't make them like overpowered. The AK is still supreme in the game. They added the Lewis gun, the F car, and the MP5, I think, and the MP5 has scope, the FCAR has scope, but the Lewis gun doesn't have scopes, and it's pretty much boring, to be honest, playing these new guns. But they do some work, but they have smaller magazine size, and just it's just a weird update, to be honest, with these guns. They thought they would be like real refreshing, whereby you would feel like they're doing so much that you would want to pick them up. But then after buying them, I realized that I didn't really need them. I just need to just play with the AK. But having a scope is actually real fun, and keeps you better on target also. um yeah, they changed some stuff with the cash out mode. They changed its name, and one thing they did was actually they made getting the cash box open first be useless. So that's kind of, I didn't expect them to do that. So going to the cash box first, there is no incentive to do that, because now there is no reason to open it, because you don't get the extra cash like before. You get extra cash, but now it's just first to 20,000, and they changed the cash out into this other mode, where you could actually get those wipe kills, where they would reduce the team wipe players cash and stuff like that. So they changed it up, and that kind of It kind of annoyed me, to be honest, because that's a whole different game mode that they kind of changed it into. But then leaving the first game mode, which usually is easy, to almost the same, but with this dumb thing whereby opening cash boxes doesn't give you any incentive. But other than that, the game feels good. The game feels very good. There's a few bugs. There's one who's actually very annoying, and it's probably not a bug. It's just a gameplay mechanic that they had, whereby if you didn't play a game from start to finish, you wouldn't get credits. And that was pretty annoying because when the game first came out for the open beta here, we were like joining matches like crazy. So where when someone would leave a match, you would be able to join it, and then you wouldn't get, after finishing that map, you wouldn't get any incentives for finishing that match, because they didn't added any variable for joining matches that are ongoing for you to receive the VRS or VBS currency, which you use to unlock new weapons. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. The game is pretty good, pretty solid. I like it. I like the way it works. I like the way the game looks. It's refreshing. Destroying walls and that kind of gameplay is pretty battlefieldy, and I like Battlefield, and it just works together. But I think when the game comes out, I think that the player base may not like it as much if there isn't a ton of other game modes, because it feels kind of cheesy sometimes, because when you're like capping objective, and as soon as you reach almost like to cash out the whole thing, and someone just jumps on you and they just end up killing you and they just take it. It's kind of cheesy kind of gameplay, to be honest. So I'm not too sure how much that will resonate with the audience after playing it for like 2 months or something. But I enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to playing it and playing new modes and stuff. But I'm not too sure how players really take it. But we did had over 100,000 players, so yeah, people are really jumping on and trying to get in. And that was just some of the players, because some actually couldn't get in. So, and there's over 100,000 players. But yeah, I think the game is good. I think if you should try it, if in case it's still up. It's going down on the 6th of November, but if it's still up, you should always try it. Get onto it, and yeah, thanks for watching.